I might need to take pictures. Oh, I have a viewer. Hello, viewer. I'm dusting my magical shelves, so I thought that I would do a little live while I go through everything and dust some things and maybe talk about some of my collection. I'm just going to move some bits and bobs a second because I want to take some photos of my shelves before I start dusting them so I know roughly where everything goes. Hi, Nikki! Mwah! You okay, sweetheart? I'm just going to take a picture of my shelves. Like I said, I just want to make sure that I kind of know where everything goes before I start dismantling it all. It's like a rough guide because I'm probably going out in 20, but thought, lovely, no worries at all. Stay as long as you like, as long as you can, no dramas if you have to leave. But yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to, this shelf is thick with dust. I don't know if you can see that. Look at the dust, that's shameful. So yeah, I'm going to dust my shelf. I might talk about a few of the items if you're interested in any of them. I'm going to rearrange it a little bit because I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to keep this camera as stable as possible, but it's a bit on the wonky side because I'm using something a bit random to like prop it up. So yeah, I'm going to be cleaning my potion shelf, and obviously, like I said, I'm going to be talking about a couple of the items and dusting because ew, very, very neglected shelf. So yeah, but look at these things. I've got two of these and I don't know if I should keep both or if I should maybe, because I've got like this silvery one and then I've got like a brassy one, but I haven't got an awful lot of space on my shelf, so a part of me is wondering if I should maybe give one up, but I don't want to because they're very pretty, so I don't really want to give them up. But like I said, I'm just struggling a little bit for space on this shelf, which is another reason why I want to dust it and rearrange some stuff because it's a very, very crowded shelf. So yeah, I've also got this really teeny tiny Potion Master pin, which is very cute. That sat there, which I kind of forgot that I had because there was other things in the way. But yeah, how are you, Nikki? What are you up to today? Anything? Where are you heading off to later? And if you are in the chat, do say hello. I love to interact with you guys. Ooh. So yeah, definitely say hello. Introduce yourselves. Ooh. This is very, very fragile, this one. This is like a little potion bottle that we got, I think, from a Litjoy crate box. Back when I was getting those boxes. And it's got this little stopper. I think it's supposed to be like a perfume bottle, but like a magical S&T one. So yeah, it's got this little dropper. So obviously the perfume would be in the bottle and you would use this to like dab on your wrists or your neck, whatever you were dabbing it on. So, but it's really beautiful. Look at that. Look how stunning that is. Ugh. If I break anything, I'm going to cry. So I'm trying to be as careful as I possibly can. Off to meet my mum as my dad's glasses broke. Oh no. So we're going to get them fixed. Oh, bless him. Glasses should be like reinforced. I swear to God. I've got an 11-year-old that wears glasses and his dad also wears glasses. But whereas Anthony can sort of go a couple years without getting his glasses changed or altered or anything like that, Axel probably goes about 2 or 3 months. He's a nightmare, honestly. He's just so hyperactive and just doesn't sit still and takes them off and leaves them places and then sits on them because he's forgotten that he's left them on the floor, or he will be up till stupid o'clock at night reading, because we do take all his gaming stuff and all his like iPads and phones and things off him during the night time. So he'll stay up reading, but what he'll do is he'll fall asleep either with the glasses still on his face, or he'll just slip them off and fall asleep with them on the pillow next to him, and again rolls on them, squishes them, misshapes them, whatever else the case may be. Children, they're a delight. Oh, I'll tell you what also I want to show you as well is, I don't know if you guys remember, this is going way, way back, I made these little glass jars from a Cherry Wallace tutorial. She made these little glass jars on a video that she did years ago now, and I did the same DIY for my birthday party. I was going to have them as like little display thingies, and the day I moved into this house, which is approximately 5 years ago now, one of these smashed and I could not for the life of me replace them. Well, the other day I was nosing on Vinted and I found a seller selling a whole new batch of them. So I've now got 4 brand new ones. These ones you can see I've painted gold. This one is still the original wood effect. So I'm going to remake the Gryffindor one that broke, because I've still got the Slytherin, the Ravenclaw and the Hufflepuff one over here. And then let me see what I can show you. Pop these all back a minute. These ones I made with the leftover beads, and then I had this little block where they all fit in as like my house point counters, but now I'm going to replace these and go back to the original ones because they're a much nicer looking set. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do as well. So I'm going to try and do that on camera. That might be fun. Right, so this one, like I said, will need painting still. So I'm going to paint the cap to match the rest of them. But, and that, like I said, will be the Gryffindor one. But I can still fill, here's my Hufflepuff one. So as you can see, it's got the gold stopper where I've painted it. And there's got the little Hufflepuff. Oh my God, I nearly broke that one. Oh my God. Okay, no, it's fine. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is so me. But yeah, without breaking things, guys. Love how creative you are, good. Thank you, babes. I'm just going to pour these back in there. And they are a little bit, I don't know why, but they always get like stuck in the bottoms. It's almost like the static. And then pop the lid back on, spin it upside down. And there's Hufflepuff. I feel really bad for Hufflepuff. I didn't buy enough beads for Hufflepuff. So they have a really, really low count. And I do feel really bad about that because Hufflepuffs deserve better, guys. The Slytherin one is not much better than Hufflepuff. Again, I feel bad. I don't mean to be like discriminatory between any of the houses. Obviously, my Ravenclaw one is going to be my most full one because I'm Ravenclaw. But yeah, I'm not meaning to be discriminatory to the other houses. I think it was just a case of I bought the beads and I bought more Ravenclaw ones. So pop that one back in there, pop the stopper back on that one, spin that upside down, and as you can see, there's actually not much difference, I don't think, between the Hufflepuff and the Slytherin. You see? Not much difference, really. I actually think they're pretty on par, you guys. I obviously must have bought the same amount of like beads for these two. And then my Ravenclaw one, don't laugh, this is going to be hilarious. Where's it to? I mean, you can already see how much more full this is. Let's pour those in there. Give it a wiggle. And then, I don't want to break any of this. So they're all glass. All these jars are glass. And then spin that upside down. And there's Ravenclaws. Again, there's still plenty of space. We're only just started the term. So there's plenty of space to go. But yeah, you can see the difference between the Slytherins and the Ravenclaws. We are superior, okay? I'm only joking. But yeah, so I've got those ones. And like I said, the Gryffindor one, I will put them in actually. Because why not? So put the Gryffindor ones in. The Gryffindor's not doing too bad either, to be fair. Put those in there. Slam that in there. And then I'll paint that at a later date. But then finally, my Gryffindor one is back. There's not much difference actually between... there's a little bit more in Gryffindors than the Slytherins. So yeah, I'm loving these. And they kind of sit on, I've got like an artifact shelf here. and they kind of sit at 4 different points all around that shelf, and they look really, really nice together. So let's just pop all these away. And I don't really know what to do now with this. What do I do with that? What do you guys think? Very small difference if there is. Exactly, yeah. Wasn't much difference at all, if anything. You know what I mean? So I'll try and get my camera out in a minute and see if I can show you where they're sitting. Because like I said, I've kind of got it racked up a little bit here. I don't really know if I should move that. But you can see the Gryffindor one right here. This is the Slytherin one. Then we've got Hufflepuff over there, and then Ravenclaw right at the front here, mirroring the Gryffindor one. So I am just going to set that back actually, just a smidge. But yeah, we've got 4 people in here, guys. So do say hello if you are watching. I'd be very, very intrigued to see who is around. This is a very spur-of-the-moment thing. Like I said, I've just decided that I was going to dust my shelves and rearrange some bits and bobs. And I thought, you know what? I haven't got anything else going on right now. Let's go live. Oh my gosh, I've got my pestle and mortar. I don't know if that's dusty or just the colour difference inside. I think it's just the colour difference. So let's give this a good smoosh over. This thing, I think, would be so much fun to have a go of, but I've got a bit of a, I don't know what it is, like to hear this rubbing inside, no thank you. Like, oh, it goes through me. So yeah, as much as I love this item and I want to be able to use it, I'm just dreading actually having to use it. I'm just trying to pop everything down safely. I feel you. Oh, honestly, it's okay. Oh, I've got my teeny tiny bottle. I say teeny tiny, it's actually a nice size. This is my Felix Felicis replica bottle. That's really cute. But I also have another one right there. So I'll show you that one in a second. That was sat inside of this little cauldron and stand, which is really sweet. Oh, it's got a lot of pin backs in there. I forgot about that. So anytime I get, oh, and it's got an earring in there. I've been looking for those. See what you find when you clean stuff. I found a bunch of jewellery yesterday, actually, because I found those little espresso mugs that we had in a Geek Gear box, like donkeys ago now. I found those, and I thought, you know what, I don't really need to keep hold of them. So, but inside them was a bunch of like necklaces and earrings and things like that obviously I've just kind of popped in there to keep them safe. But the absolute ditz that I am, I never know where my safe place is. So I end up losing things and finding them 4 years later because I've popped them somewhere safe. So yeah, that's interesting and fun. Ooh, what's this? Got the Dreamless Sleep Potion. And if I give it a shaky, shaky shake. Ooh, that's really cute. I love that. Dusty, dusty, polishy, polishy. It's like a knife on a plate. Oh, my husband is the world's worst for doing that. He'll sit next to me in his dinner and he'll be cutting like whatever, like probably chicken or whatever we're having that day, and it scrapes every single time. And I sit there and I'm going, he's eating his dinner and he just sort of looks at me and is like, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm like, I know, but it's driving me insane. Please stop. So yeah, fun. And I've got my witch sharpening potion as well. This, again, all the luster dust after a little while sits at the bottom. So every now and again, you've got to give them a little bit of a shaky shake. And they go all beautiful again. They're so pretty. Obsessed, obsessed. Oop, don't slam things down, Kaylee. Right, this is a very interesting item, but I've kind of like half DIY'd it, half like it was an actual item in a box. So this is a dried boomslang skin, which obviously is a snake, but this was from a Geek Gear box, again, way back when, and it was literally just the bottle. So obviously it had the label on it. It was the bottle with this really quirky lid, which I really, really loved, but there was nothing inside of it. And I was like, that's a bit of a crap item to get in a subscription box. And these, I think this was like the premium boxes as well. This wasn't just like the normal monthly subscription. These are the ones that you paid extra for, and they were like their special edition boxes. And I was like, to get just this plain bottle, I mean, it does have a green bottom, but that's literally the only difference. You can see a slight tinge to it as it goes up, but that's it. I just thought it was a bit pants. So I wanted to make some boom slang skin to go inside my bottle. So what I did was, I got PVA glue, a bit of green paint and some bubble wrap. And I painted the bubble wrap in the thick PVA glue substance and made boom slang skin. You see that? So I literally just got the bubble wrap, pasted it all on like fairly thickly, so obviously it could peel off, peeled it off, and then it had this like lovely sort of different tinge to it where the colours kind of settled a little bit more in some places and not so much in others. So it kind of looks like that snake skin stuff, and it feels really cool as well. So yeah, I just kind of wrapped that up into like itself like this, and then slotted it in here to make it look like I've got snake skin inside the jar. Exactly, Nikki. What is the point of just giving us an empty jar with nothing in it? It just, like, as a display item, it just wasn't displayable as it was. I'm like, why would you have a bottle for snakeskin and then not have something inside? So, yeah, I thought it was a really, like, simple but clever idea to fill it with something like that. So, that looks amazing. Oh, thank you, lovely. Thank you so much. Right, what are we doing next? Right, moonstones. We've got a little box of moonstones here. This was a recent item from the Wizarding Trunk box. So inside, some like wiggly worm type stuff in here. But inside we've got 4 moonstones. They're really cute. Pop them back in there for now because you don't need those. Ooh. I'm really dreading this because I always do this to myself. I think to myself, I'm going to clean my shelves, and then I get like 10 minutes in and I'm like, oh, too much. Also got this lovely potion. It's like a mini sort of storage container. I've got to be very careful because there are things inside. Ooh. Okay, so inside you open it on up and there's these little storage spaces for different bits and bobs. As you can see, I've got some peppermint leaves in here. I've got some phoenix tears. I've got blood of the enemy in there, sneeze wart, and then 3 just little mini bottles that I found and just filled them again with some colourful liquids. Just some things that I got, mainly like there's little bits of paint in here, or there's some like luster dust and stuff in here. Don't know if that one's, no, that one doesn't luster. So yeah, I've just kind of popped them in here to like fill the spaces because I didn't have any more like really little potions. So I just popped those ones in. I'm actually going to see if my moonstones will fit in here anywhere. No, they don't fit in. That's fine, not a problem. I will find something else at some stage to pop these into. But yeah, that's really cool. Hi, Claire. I know, it's a very soothing thing to watch, I'm finding. But yeah, maybe when I'm finished doing mine, I'll come and dust yours, because every now and again, like I said, I do get bored like 10 minutes into doing this kind of thing, but because I think I'm doing this, I'm finding it a little bit more entertaining this time around. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. But I've now cleared a nice little section here, so I'm just going to quickly run my duster over this little section. There we go. I've got tons of more potions. As you can see, this whole side here hasn't even been touched yet, so I'll get to that in a moment. Right, then I've got valerian root. All the essentials on this potion shelf, I'm telling you now. Oh, this is one of my favourite potions. This is dragon blood. Look at that. This is quite difficult to dust because of all the bits and bobs got going on. So you've got to see all these chains. You've got this little dragon head that did fall off, and I did mean to like glue that back on, but I didn't get around to it. I completely forgot all about it. So I will reattach it at some point. And then it's got this really thick fluid inside, which is obviously supposed to be blood. It's really gross, but it's really cool. So I'm going to be very careful with that, not to lose the head. There we go. I love my one. Love what you have inside. Ah, thank you, Nikki. Have you got anything inside yours? What have you popped in yours? Have you like got anything in there at all, or? Okay, then I've got some truth serum again. Give it a bit of a shake up, and it all goes pretty again. Shake, shake, shake. And then, ooh, this is one I didn't remember I had. See, the further back in my shelves you go, the bit more of like a surprise you get, because obviously some of it is like on top of, I've got like a little separator, if you will. So some of it's on top of it and then some of it's below, and obviously then they built up in front. So a lot of potions get kind of lost behind other ones. So this is Avada Essence, and it's this really deep dark green liquid in there. Lovely. Now this one is one of my prized possessions because I don't think there's very many of these, and then the company that did make it ended up disappearing. I don't really know what happened. I have a theory, but you know, don't want to get told off for putting theories out there. But this gorgeous, gorgeous potion bottle is Floo powder, and this is from Hagrid's trunk. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It's such a heavy potion as well. Really, really beautiful. And we've got this gorgeous glowy green flame wax seal on here. And then a nice plain one up there. But yeah, this is just one of my absolute prized possession posters. Posters? What am I on about today, guys? Potions. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me today. So pop you down by there. Some jewellery from the boxes so far, but is one of my shelves looking like a little library with Mina Lima books. Oh, cute! I actually quite like it as a storage for your jewellery and stuff, because I think like you wouldn't necessarily think about putting jewellery in it, so it's something different. And it's like a little hidden sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Because obviously it looks like something else, and then you open it on up and there's different things inside that you would expect. It's quite fun, you know what I mean? I'm not very good at like describing what I'm on about. This is the other set of scales that I have. I love this one so much. Like I said, the two scales that I've got, they're both very different. Oop, I'm breaking things already, always. Oh, glamorous. What am I doing? It's all the little, I've got like little, I don't know if you can see those, little weights that go inside it, and I've just knocked them all out because I'm clumsy. Oh, there's the other one. They get increasingly bigger, so luckily they weren't too bad to spot. There we go. All the different ones there. I just dropped it again. Oh, my days. Okay, right. All the weights are back. And I'm going to try and dust this again. So it goes in the, all the weights there go in the bottom there. See all the different hole sizes? And then obviously then you can actually use the weights to counterweight your weighing scales. I'm going to separate it to clean it. Because again, very, very dusty. Hi, Gryffindor Princess. Long time no see. How are you, my lovely? There we are, that's that. And then I can hook it back on there and my set is back together again. I am very happy today because it's my Buffy's birthday and she's 11. Oh, that's lovely. Happy birthday, Buffy. That's a 2. That's a 1, my goodness. Trying to figure out where all these go. Some of them don't fit. Guys, how would you like to sit in front of the television for a whole week? I love your live chat. I miss them. Are you going to play games again? Remind me what games I played. I haven't been live for so long. Oh my goodness, if I drop one more of these weights. Oh dear me. Yeah, I haven't been live in such a long time. I generally can't remember what I did with my life. So you're going to have to remind me. What games did we play? Let's pop this somewhere in a minute. So when I said earlier on about these separators that I have, it's these like plastic stands. So that just sits on my shelf and it just boosts up some of the potions in the back so you can see them a little bit better, and it also gives me a little bit more space to work with. This potion is the Crucio concoction. As you can see, all that inside there. You played the new... Oh, sorry, I get what you mean now. Obviously, I was playing Hogwarts Legacy live, wasn't I? I'm with you. I'm sorry. I was having a silly moment. I mean, I'm really, really, really hoping that they do something with Hogwarts Legacy. I have heard so many different times about different, like, downloadable content ideas and things like that. And I really, really hope they do something because I miss playing it. But I have played through it, like, 3 or 4 times now. So it's kind of lost its appeal at the moment. I do still really love the game and I appreciate the game, and I don't think they could have done a better job. Some people really slammed Hogwarts Legacy because they said it wasn't, like, the replay element wasn't there. For me it was. I still loved playing it again and again. But because I've done the 4 run-throughs now, I mean, I've done, like, the last run-through, like, fully, but I've done all 4 houses. Yeah, it's kind of just lost its luster for me at the moment. But if they do some, like, downloadable content and, like, new quests or things like that, then absolutely I'd be 1000% up for doing that. Oh, and I love your hair. Thank you. Needs a little bit of a touch up, but I've got something coming up at the end of October, so I'm thinking just to let it run out, re-blonde it, and then once I've done my thing in October, go back to the blue. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Nikki, I still need to play that, only done a tiny bit. Oh, Nikki, you are missing out, babe. Get involved in the Legacy. Honestly, Hogwarts Legacy is one of the greatest creations that I've ever come across. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was obsessed with Hogwarts Legacy, especially when it first came out. I think I lived on my PlayStation for about a solid week. Just playing it constantly. I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to do every single tiny bit. I explored every nook and cranny. I went into every room. I touched every item. Like, that sounds gross, but I interacted with every item you could interact with. I was doing everything. I didn't want to miss even a singular thing. And some days I'd just go on there and just wander around Hogwarts because I felt like I was, like, living vicariously through the game. I'm very sad, I know, but still, it brought me joy. This is one very dusty copy of the Advanced Potion Making. You can see there where the dust has come off. That's atrocious. What am I doing with my life? Dirty, dirty, dirty book. I'm going to give it a really good dust over. But this is, I think this is the notebook version, is it? It is. So it's the Advanced Potion Making. And then inside it's just a notebook. But it's beautiful and I absolutely love it. And it sits, where's it gone? I got one of these, like, book thingies, so it literally just sits on my shelf like that, so you can see it in all its glory, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. Oh, Nikki, you'll get this reference. I'm obsessed. Me and Ben grew you. That is an amazing game. But we are quite stuck on part of the game, so we've give up. I knew we shouldn't have, but we did. Well, that happens. I've done that on countless occasions where I've been stuck, especially when I play Zelda. I'm a big Zelda fan. Have played every single game that I think is in existence, to my knowledge anyway. I have definitely played every single Zelda game. I am obsessed with Zelda. But especially on the last 2 games that we had, not the one where you got to play as Zelda, the ones that were like the Breath of the Wild and... Oh my gosh, what was it called? Breath of the Wild. It's gone. The last 2 Zelda games that were on the Nintendo Switch, absolutely brilliant games. Incredible graphics, stunning everything, but there was like 1 or 2 times where I come across something and I just could not for the life of me figure it out, and I get stressed and I get overwhelmed and I'm just like, I'm not playing it anymore, I can't do it anymore, I'm stuck, I'm not having it. I put it in a cupboard and I forget about it for a couple of weeks, sometimes a couple of months depending on my situation. And I mean, it has literally, I've got it in my cupboard as we speak, and I know that I haven't completed that last game, so I should go back to it, but I probably haven't touched it in over a year, so it happens. It's one of those things. Life happens, and yeah, tough. Sorry, auto check. That's okay, lovely. She said me and Ben love it. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. It was supposed to say me and Ben agree with you. Ah, right, perfect. No problem, my lovely. Right, I'm going to have to revert back a little bit. Oh my God. See, this is why I didn't start this ages ago, because my shelf now, I don't know if I can show you. Like I said, I've got it propped up on something really annoying. So, whoop. So from here, this way is completely clear now. I'm trying to make sure this doesn't fall over. This is not a stable situation, but we're going to try. Yeah, so that is halfway done, which is clear, but now I've got all that to clear, and yeah, I'm dreading it because I'm just dreading putting everything back. Taking it off and dusting it is one thing. Putting it all back and having it look nice and organized and the way that I want it, that part is fun but stresses me out. So I'm just going to turn you slightly back this way because I feel like you're a little bit more stable there. Ooh, what's this one? This is Bottled Nightmares. I'm just going to clear everything and then put things back one by one. So we've got a bottle of Bottled Nightmares there. Very dark potion. Ooh, we've got blood purifying crystals. These are cool. So we've got our crystal gems in there, which you can see. And then the label. If you are in the chat, do say hello. Let me know you're here. I love interacting with you guys. I've just realised though, this is really sunken in. So even if I wanted to get into this bottle, I don't think I could. I don't know if it was like that beforehand. It's like literally it's flush to the glass. So I'm not going to be able to get that out. Not that I want to or need to, but I don't think it was like that when I first had it. So that's interesting. Ooh, we got another box of ingredients here. We've got some black lacewing flies. These are really cool. There we go. So you can see our flies in there. Ew. Gross. Oh, I've also got a teeny tiny little Snape on the shelves as well. I can't remember where I got this guy from. I can't remember, but I thought he was really cute. I've also got a Ron version. There he is. So there's my Ron version, and there's my Snape version. I just thought these were dead cute. Let's pop Ron back. Tiny Ron is sitting with slightly bigger Ron, as you can just see there. So there's tiny Ron, and there's slightly bigger Ron. So now we've got powdered root of asphodel. Lovely. Don't know if you know. Do you know how many potion bottles you've got? Oh, do you know what? We can count them. I don't know exactly, but we can count them. I'll probably count them when I put them back up because they're a bit everywhere at the minute. I've got some on here, down on this shelf. I've got some down there on the shelf that you can't quite see. I've got some on my sofa there, and I've got some on a chair by here. So they're a little bit scattered at the minute. So I will go through them though and double check. It would be quite interesting actually to find out how many I've got. This beautiful bottle is the Death Cap Draft, and if you've been watching the news lately, there's an Australian woman that I'm laughing. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I should be being respectful. It's not funny. There's a woman in Australia that's just been sentenced to like three life sentences and then an attempted murder charge as well. Ooh, what's in there floating? That's gross. Ew, I think this has gone moldy. We'll see about that. But yeah, she's just been put into prison for mushroom poisoning. She poisoned her ex-husband's mother and father and aunt and uncle. And I think the uncle survived, but the aunt, the mother, and the father all passed away. And she used death cap mushrooms. I don't know if that has got like a little bit of like mold inside or if that's something that should have been in there. It definitely has like a moldy look to it, which is really sad. But otherwise, it is a really beautiful potion bottle. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's mold? That's really sad if it is. My latest bottle of bone regen serum. This one is absolutely stunning. Obsessed with this one. I'm just going to pop it by there a sec. This one is hippogriff feathers. These are really beautiful though. Look at all those different colour feathers. Stunning. Nikki! I will be heading off in a minute. However, when I am waiting for his glasses to be done, I will rejoin if you're still on. If not, feel free to ring me anytime. Lovely. No worries, Nick. Thank you so much, my love. Enjoy your outing. Okay, we've got 3 dinky potions. I'm wondering if these will fit in my potion cabinet thingy.
Look, I think we should stop doing this.
Sorry, I'm also watching Desperate Housewives while I'm sat here. So we've got some, oh, I can never say this word. Sophorus beans, I think. I don't know. Why would it focus? There you go. If you guys can pronounce that, then more power to you, because I can't. Then we've also got an infusion of wormwood. Beautiful. I think I'm losing liquid out of this one. I'm pretty sure it was fairly full when I got it. I don't know. And then this one is hippocampus bones. That's a really cute one as well. And the bones in there. Could it be chopped up mushrooms, which I say pretend? Yeah, potentially. I can't remember if there was before. I think that's why I'm wondering if it's like moldy, because I don't think they did have them before. So I don't know. I may choose to ignore it. Oh, we've got a page here. This is the preparation of the draft of Living Death Advanced Potion Making page. So this is almost like it's been torn from the book itself, and we've got all the Half-Blood Prince notes on here as well. So that's a cool one. Stay. We've got the Living Death draft. Oh, that was at a good effect then. I wish I'd shown you guys that. That was really cool. Ugh. Dusty, dusty, dusty. What time is it? That's okay, plenty of time. Oh. Pop you by there a moment. Ooh, now we've got some dried boom slang. Ew. Right, I've got another vial of dragon's blood. So this one I may let go, because this bottle, as lovely as it is, there's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. I've just got that other one that's just slightly more impressive looking. So you can see there, that's the other one I've got. So that's dragon's blood, and this is dragon's blood. So very, very similar in how it looks. Obviously this one is a little bit more red, whereas this one's a little bit more dark. This one's also a lot thicker. You can see it really has that like blood-like effect, whereas this one is a little bit more fluidy. So I think this one is slightly superior, unfortunately. So I may give this one up. I never like giving up potions, because I really do. My potion shelf is like my absolute pride and joy. I adore my potion shelf. Okay, this one is Gilly Tonic. I think this is the one that we got to make ourselves. And if I do say so myself, I did a marvellous job. So yeah, this is our Gilly Tonic. So it says an aid to underwater breathing. And we've got all these pebbles in the bottom there, and then the roots are inside there. And then we've got this really lovely green liquid. So that's really cool. Stay. Oh, this one's gross but cool. So this one is the pickled horned slug. And you can see a really fat guy in there. Yeah. This one, ooh, I think, if I remember rightly, this one's bath salts. This says calming draft number 2. And you can see she's pouring water. I think this one is a bath salt. It's still very beautiful and obviously looks amazing on the shelves. So there's no reason why it can't go back on the shelves. Right, this one is unicorn blood. As you can see, it's this silvery substance, but again, it should, all the shimmer is kind of stuck to the bottom. Give it a couple turns and spins and turns and shakes. There we go. You can see it's got that shimmer to it. Beautiful. I really need to remember where all these potions are coming from. Like I said, I did take pictures, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but... Right, this one's a very beautiful one, and it's very blue, and blue is my favourite colour, so we're loving that. So this is the wide-eyed potion, the magical world's most potent sleepless potion. Oh, okay, I don't want this one then. This one's going to keep you up at night. There we go, there's the shimmer. Look how pretty. Nearly there. Right, this is my little stand with my liquid luck vial. It is just glitter in there, but this bottle is like the closest we've got, or I've got anyway, to the movie version and the little stand that it comes with, but I just wish it was fluid inside rather than glitter. But it is a very pretty bottle. It's very small, as you can see. There's it next to my hand. Oops. Ugh. Luckily, it's not fragile. It survived. Oh my gosh. I would be absolutely lethal. So that's that one with the glitter. And then this one is a fluid version. But as you can see, it's just a little bit bigger than that one. So I prefer this bottle, but I prefer the liquid in this one. But they're both... I don't think that they're actually sealed. No, that one's definitely not. This one might be, but it also could probably come up if I pulled it, but I don't want to. So there we go. Yes, I think he is one of the... Oh, sorry, yeah, my brain. You think it's the one that I made, yeah? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Because we definitely made something similar. Ding. Okay, this is another one that is an absolute joy of my life. But again, I think this was kind of dulled, which is a little bit sad. But again, we're not mad. This one is another one from the Hagrid's trunk box that suddenly disappeared. Just kind of dust it ever so carefully around the beadings. There we go. So this is the Elixir of Life. Look how gorgeous that is. And it's got this really cracked label, which is, it's all intentional. That's not something that's worn over time. It was like this the day I got it, and all the bottles were exactly the same. And then we've also got some like splashes of gold where it's kind of spurted on here. And if you turn it around, we've got sort of bits of the Philosopher's Stone all like crushed up and inside this fluid, which is not very... It's very full. It's very thick. Can you see that bubble? Ooh. So yeah, this is another one of my absolute pride and joys. There was only so many of these made. I've got one. I don't know how many of them were made, but I know that it wasn't that many. So this is a very, very special potion to me. This one and the flu powder from earlier on. Let me get it. I'm trying to be very careful because these are both really, really heavy and they are both absolutely stunning. My pride and joys. Boop de boop. Okay, this one, I believe... I can't remember where I got this from. I cannot remember, but it's beautiful. So we love it anyway. So this is the Gurdy Root Infusion Potion Bottle. And then we've got the root inside there in this purple liquid. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Ah, excuse you. I'm boiling. Okay, and we finally have a clear side of the shelf. We have another one of these, which is very dusty, as you can see. Dusty, dusty, dusty. So let's give that a good wipe over. Give that a wipe over. There's a button on here, random. Pew. Right, try to put this thing back together now. This is going to be fun. Okay, right. So the first thing I want to do is put my advanced potion making back onto its little stand and pop that straight into the middle of my shelf, because that is and always has been like a focal point of my shelf. So pop that in the middle there. Can you see? No, you can't see at all, can you? Let me spin this a little bit. This is a very unstable setup, guys, so I apologize if you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but yeah, hopefully you can see a little bit, especially when I get to this side. And then earlier on I took a photograph of everything that I took off and where it all was beforehand. So this was my shelf before. Look at that. My goodness. So many beautiful things. Look at that. So I've got to try and recreate that now on the shelves. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right, let's pop you down there. You can already see, like, even in that picture, you can see how much dust is in these things. That's crazy. Right, let's put you somewhere first. Oh, this is still dusty. I didn't dust this off. Ooh. Why do you not fit in? That's so annoying. I was going to pop this in here, but it's literally just too small, too big. Oh, God. Unless I put it in like that, which does not look good. It's very annoying. I want to put that in there. Same goes for you, I think. You're going to be the same. Yep, you couldn't fit in there either. Annoying. You're definitely not going to fit in. Nope. You're definitely not going to fit in. Nope. Lacewing flies, do you fit? Nope, you don't fit either. That's so annoying. My peppermint leaves fit in there, lovely, but these don't fit. Oh, it's so annoying. Because I was going to try and have some lovely little bits in here. Ah, dear me. Okay. Nothing else is going to fit in here, you guys. So I think I'm just going to have to leave this as is. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to just close this bad boy up and have this on the shelf somewhere. Maybe, oh, I might do that actually. Pop it down here. And then, there we go. Right, see how that looks in a minute when it's all, don't forget how many you got. Oh yes, of course, we're going to count them up on me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, no. 10, 11, 12. I won't count these ones because these are just little piddly ones that I've made. So how many was that? 12? Then we got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know if I showed you that one actually. Owl feathers. 19. 20. 21, 22. 21, 22. 23, 24. 25, 26. 27, 28, 29. 30. 31, 32, 33, 34. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. That's 39 there. But then I've got 40 up here. That's a Basilisk Venom one. 41 Polyjuice Potion. 42 another Flu Powder. 43 Unicorn Hair that was on my Philosopher's Stone. How many was that? 43? Was that 43? And I've got 4 on another shelf that is on the opposite side of the room, which you can't see. So yeah, that's a lot of potions. Nearly 50 potions in my collection. Oh, and there's more on there. How many did I just say? 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. 53 potions. If I'm not missing any more, 53. Unless I miscounted at all, but... Oh, you're good at keeping track, Gryffindor Princess. I think that's what it is anyway. Right, let's get back to putting these back on the shelf. I've got the school run to do in about an hour, so I need this done, dusted, and away before I leave the room. Otherwise, I'm going to have a little mini meltdown.
Sorry to wake you, sir, but there was a problem dropping off the gift. She's right here.
And just very carefully plonking all this back. I've also got these 2 sets of cauldrons to put up onto the shelf as well. So I'm going to have to figure out where these are going to go. This is stressful, guys.
I know you're trying to be romantic, but if you keep this up, I'm going to be
What did he say?
That's very
I think yours actually look quite good. It's just a little selection of like potions right here that I've just kind of bunched together a second to get out of my way. But it actually looks pretty decent. Right, let's maneuver that then. So I've got cauldrons either side. Again, I'm not doing a very good job of showing you this, guys. Excuse me.
You have to promise to stop buying me these expensive gifts. Because I'm not that kind of girl. Well, without many carrots, yes, I could be that kind of girl. I gotta go.
Right, then I need to put
How about that?
this one over here.
Some guy wants to murder me in my sleep.
That's still young.
This one over here. No, there.
How those ribs?
There we go.
Needed some tape. My nose guys were hardcore. You really saved my ass. Don't mention it. No.
Right, there we go. And I need all my taller ones in the back.
Say a word.
Oh my god, what's oh my god? With the sheer amount of potions that I have. I have a potion obsession, what can I say?
Might want to find yourself another prom date. Guy's not your friend. How do you know that? After those mutts knocked you around the other day, boy paid them all.
Pop that one up there.
I saw money change hands. So watch your back.
With these kind of things, it's almost impossible to have them all on show. But I do try and get as many visible as possible.
She says she's not having sex, then she's not having sex. Okay? You can't say okay like that either. Joe's not like other girls. She's as straight as you. And you were valid.
Oh my,
What were you up to?
I've also got these. I need to be careful. If I turn that around and pop that there a second. Nope. Oh, it's a good job I haven't got hardwood flooring, isn't it?
What does this diary look like? It's small. It's got a plaid cover. Oh, and when you find it, you have to read it because I promised her that I would always respect her privacy. Now help me keep this necklace. Oh my God! You got me. This is adorable. I think maybe I could sell it. Can I borrow it?
If you are in the chat, do say hello. I love chatting with you guys, so please don't feel like you can't say hi. Lace ring flies over there.
Is it?
I might put those ones right at the front.
Alma, what do you think you're doing?
Measuring for drapes. I'm thinking damask.
You know what I mean. Why did you move here?
I feel like I'm missing potions because all of a sudden I have all this space.
I've made friends.
Oh no, I'm definitely missing potions, that's why.
People have taken such an interest.
Let's put this one back over here.
The novelty of your not being a
Beautiful.
can't last forever.
Moonstones by there.
Punishing
You
me?
can go,
You
no,
want me to pay
you
the
can
gold?
go there. You can go there.
You.
I'm married. And even if I weren't, I don't.
You didn't love me for me. I'm not that woman.
I've also got this.
I'm strong. Confident. It may take you a while to see that. I can wait.
Alma, I love Bree.
But does she love you? She may love that worse than she knows. But does she know what you did to Monique? Does she know you ran over my Delphine? I know. I still love her. And she.
I don't know why. Ah, thank you, lovely. I don't know why I bothered taking a photo because I haven't looked at it once since I started putting things back. I'm just kind of going with it.
Nice to have someone on my side and all. Don't worry. I won't tell Bree. She might go to the police. You're no good to me in jail.
Right, now I am struggling because I've got this one to put back up. I've got these two here, so the Devil's Snare and the Felix Felicis, plus I've got this Felix Felicis, which I might for now just pop in there because that's where it's kind of been for a while. I've also then got this, my Philosopher's Stone wrapped up, and my little perfume bottle as well, which that could fit behind there without any dramas. Yes, it does. Beautiful. Actually, do you fit there?
I told her we don't want her here. I threatened, I shouted. She refuses to go. We're just gonna have to make the best of it.
And then you can maybe go next to it. If I shush this forward a smidge, pop that in there.
Hello.
Okay.
I gotta drive to Greendale to pick out napkins.
I will take the camera out of the stand in a minute and show you guys better, but I am still slightly struggling with the last three. So I've got my Felix Felicis, my Devil's Snare, and my Philosopher's Stone parcel. I also have this set of scales, which are like that. They definitely don't fit on here anymore. I'm going to pop you onto that shelf for the moment until I figure out what I'm going to do. This is like the only downside to my collection, is that I am quite limited in space. I don't know if you saw my last video yet, but I kind of chatted about it a little bit in there, that I've got a display cabinet over there, a display cabinet here. I've got one shelf over there. These are my two main shelves, and I've got a mini shelf over there, and everything is fit to burst. I really need to become a millionaire overnight, ideally. Please, that would be nice. And I could buy a house with an extra bedroom so that I can have a room for my collection, because that would be extremely helpful at this point. I am vastly running out of space, and it makes me sad because I don't want to have to cull my collection any more than I already have. I've culled it quite a bit recently, and it's just really made me sad. And yeah, I haven't actually bought anything new for quite some time because I know I'm running out of space. And I think my husband is about to divorce me if I bring too much more Harry Potter things in. In saying that, mind, he did buy me this for my birthday the other day. A Lego Dobby. He's really cute. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to add Dobby to the shelves in some way, shape or form. How I'm gonna do that, I will never know. I don't quite know how big this thing is once it's fully built. He looks adorable though. Look at those big green eyes. So cute. And he's got the Tom Riddle's book with a sock inside, and he also has Aunt Petunia's cake, which is really adorable. And this was the reason why my husband bought this particular set, is because it had the cake on the side. And he said because it was my birthday and Dobby had a cake, he thought it was like a birthday cake. So I thought that's really cute. A really lovely reason to buy someone a gift. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to do in regards to like my collection as a whole, how I sort of wangle it, how to get more space. I get made fun of by my parents all the time. My parents don't understand my collection at all. They think that it's something that I should be keeping private and not having in display, or on display, sorry, in front of like everyone that comes to visit, because obviously anyone that comes to visit, one of the first things they notice is my humongous collection of Harry Potter things. And my parents are always saying, aren't you embarrassed that your friends come over and they're like, oh, you're that obsessed with Harry Potter? And I'm like, but I am, and everyone knows that. So I don't think it's that much of a surprise when people do come to visit. They might be surprised in how much I actually do have, but they're not surprised that I have a large collection. So I will never let anyone tell me to not display my collection. My collection is my whole world. Well, not my whole world, obviously my children are my whole world, but as far as collection things go, like this collection is just something that brings me so much joy. So yeah, but like I said, I'm vastly running out of space and it's making me really, really sad. And I don't want to have to give anything up. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to shut up for a second and show you a little bit more in detail. I've just gone over an hour on live as well. So I may have to go in a minute because I have got some of the bits and bobs I want to do and get done. But yeah, I need a place for this to go, for this to go, and for this to go. Sometimes, Claire, it depends on how well they're behaving. But yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, sorry, I'm absolutely, all of a sudden my house has just gotten really, really warm. So this is my now full shelf. I do still feel like I need to play with it a little bit more and like work it around because I have missed out these 3 items here. And obviously then I've got that extra set of scales. Don't know what I'm going to do with those. Let me see if I can flip. Can I flip the camera around? Yay, I can. Right, so here is it so far. What are we thinking?
I'm sorry. How old are you?
What are we thinking? Do we like? I'll take you down as well to my artifact shelf because I think people are a bit like, what on earth is an artifact shelf? So this is basically where I've got all my jewelry items. So I've got my golden snitch ring here. I've also got the, or like an adaptation of the Gaunt family ring there in its like little presentation box. I've also got the resurrection stone. And if you look inside, not sure which way around it goes. One sec. Oh no, I think I'm lying. This one does not do that. Sometimes you can look into them and they've got the Deathly Hallows inside. Not this one, I'm lying. So that goes in there. Then I've got my time turner back here, the Slytherin locket there. I've got a cursed opal ring there. I've got my diadem there. Luna's glasses because I just thought that made sense. I've got a Death Eater mask, a blown up Death Eater mask. I've got the quads of the skull heads there, the actual Noble Collection Gaunt family ring back there, and my egg necklace over there. And then I've got the Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, yes, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and then Gryffindor, and I'm going to put a new sticker on to match these ones. So yeah, that is what I'm referring to when I talk about my artifact shelf. It's this one right here. Spinny spin spin. I don't know if this is going to go back in here now. Let's try it. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not going to work. Aha. Yes, stay. Beautiful. There we go. Right. Oh, so yeah. Oh, that was a bit of a task. Oh, you can see my other shelf. There you go. That's my other shelf. And don't ignore the mess. That's just stuff I need to put away. So yeah, when I'm sitting doing all my videos, I'm sitting at this desk here, and obviously you can just see all my pictures here. So I'm normally sat right there, and then the shelf I'm always talking about to the one side of me is over here with my trunk, my Crookshanks, my Hedwig, and I've got a mug over there that says the Leaky Cauldron. Hedwig's also got some parcels sat next to her as well, which are just off camera, you can't quite see. And then those shelves are a massive, massive work in progress. Yeah, they need really like some serious organising. Oh, and yeah, I've got some more organising to do with these other shelves, I'm not gonna lie. I still need to do, I think, like a full shelf tour because I haven't done one of those. And I know that I promised that when I first moved into this house, and I've lived here for like 5 years now, and I haven't done one. So, oh, excuse me. That is something that I'm seriously overdue of doing, is doing a full shelf tour. But you can see why I haven't done one, because some of my shelves are just in complete disarray. My potion shelf, like I said, has been one of my work in progress shelves because I'm constantly adding to it. So I never feel like it's ready. And then pop that up there a second. See if that'll fit in there. Pop you there. Okay, that solves some of the problem. Philosopher's Stone there. Yeah, and it's just my liquid luck to sort out now. Let me turn that back around. No. So I've just tucked the moonstones back there behind the mortar and pestle. How do you say that? Is it mortar and pestle or mortar and pestle? Yeah. And then my philosopher's stone's going to stay there now. And then I've just got this to figure out where I'm going to pop. So that's fun. They look really nice. Thank you, my lovely. I still can't remember how I've done this. No. 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 I've completely mucked this up. I don't know how I've managed to put this in here. Nope. Nope. No, it's not going to stay. I've lost wherever I put it. Yeah, that was a task and a half though, I won't lie. I'm definitely a lot happier with it now. It definitely looks a little bit more organised. It's not the most organised shelving system in the world, but I think for now at least it'll do. And yeah, I really like it. And then I need to sort out the basilisk venom and put that away. I put it onto the Chamber of Secrets shelves because I just figured like the basilisk is from the Chamber of Secrets, so I can put that up there. But really speaking, it should be on my potion shelf, but there's just not enough space for it all. I just don't have enough space. I need, like I said in my other video, I need like a whole potions cabinet solely for the potions. Is that how I did it? Ta-da! Not perfect, but near enough. Oh, I'm tired. You're starting to go, no, don't fall. Day. I'm just going to grab my drink, 2 seconds. Oh, anyway. This was the cup that I got from a Wizarding Trunk box. Don't put this in the dishwasher if you have it. It doesn't last very well. And I was devastated. My daughter, bless her, she didn't realise she was loading the dishwasher for me. Threw it in thinking she was just loading the dishwasher, and when it came out it was just chipping like crazy. So yeah, it is definitely not dishwasher friendly, sadly. But yeah, interesting, eh? I'm gonna go, I think, because I've been on now for an hour and like 15 minutes ish, and I need a wee, and I also need to put all the rest of the stuff that you just saw on the table back there away, because yeah, like I said, I'm really struggling for space now, and I really want to start getting these shelves organised and sorted so I can start putting things away properly. And I would also please my husband very much in doing that, because again, there's not like stuff, because I've got a few like boxes of bits and bobs that I haven't put onto the shelves yet because I haven't had the space, and obviously then the boxes are starting to pile up a little bit, and then he says to me, you know, we need to put this away now. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, I will do it. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like the live if you haven't already. Pop me a nice comment. That would be really, really nice and helpful. I have got a video coming up. I'm hoping to get this done really, really soon. I've been kind of editing it as I've been going. I'm doing a book review. I got sent a interactive book where as you're reading the story, you get to unwrap different artifacts from within the story. And it's a brilliant book, and the artifacts that we've been getting and all the different bits and bobs are beautiful. So I really can't wait to show you that, but it's taking me forever. I think because I've just had so much going on in my personal life, having time to sit down and read an entire book, and I mean, it's not a little book either. Where's it to? Is it over? Yes, here it is. Like it's a proper chunky book that I've been reading. I say chunky, it's obviously not that big, but it's big enough. But yeah, it's called A Study in Curses. And like I said, I will be doing a full book review on this and showing you each of the artifacts as and when I'm opening them. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm also doing a funny little short as well, which will hopefully come up in the next day or two. I've just got to finish doing that one. And yeah, if you have any ideas for videos for me, because like I said, for the moment at least, I've kind of lost track a little bit of what I'm doing. Life has kind of been a bit crazy these last sort of 6 months or so, and I know my channel is kind of taken a hit because of it. So if you do have any ideas, anything you want to see, if you want to see me do a live where I open, or not open this, where I put this together, or a video where I put it together, let me know and I will definitely do that. My little boy, who's 7, is desperate to get involved in this with me. He is obsessed with Lego, so he's desperate for me to do that and he wants to help. So I could make that into a cute little video with me and him. Yeah, I don't know. I also got to place this little Potion Master pin back on my potion shelf. Stick you by there. There we go. It was nice to see you. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye, my lovely. Thank you so much for joining and watching. But yeah, definitely, like I said, don't forget to like the live. Drop me a little comment on this as well once it goes onto my page, because that'll really help boost my algorithm. I need to get some more viewers back in, because I feel like, because I've taken such a big break and I'm taking big breaks in between unboxings, I'm losing some of my interactive sort of viewers. So yeah, if you enjoy watching my videos and you like seeing all my collection and things like that, then just drop me a comment, like the live, and yeah, I will hopefully get the next video up ASAP. Like I said, I have been editing it as I'm going along, so I don't need to edit it unless I film a little bit more now in the next day or two, and then I'll edit that and then carry on reading the book. Sorry, my hair is just a mess. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching my potion shelf, and you enjoyed, whoop, oh my god, everything's breaking. I hope you enjoyed watching me dust this thing and then put it all back together. I showed you all the different potions as well, which was nice. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you hopefully very soon in the next video. Bye, you guys. Bye bye, Claire. See you later.